Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Clint Initiative podcast. We've got Clint here, and Jamel will be joining us shortly. But today, it looks like Katie's going to be out. I want everyone to send out prayers to her as she goes through what she's dealing with. But as they say, Clint, the show must go on, huh?
Show must go on. Sending my condolences to Katie and my blessings and my prayers.
Absolutely. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to start the co-host check-in and pretty much go from there. So
hmm
looks like you're going to take center stage, Clint. What
I
has been
am.
going on with you?
Well, first of all, I would like to say I am very blessed and highly favored. I had a busy week today, touring the cities and doing a couple of stuff, back into the filming industry as usual. And I've been enjoying myself.
Well, I see that you're still doing the outdoor thing, which is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, too much. There's a lot of work going around in the house, so I'm trying to escape from the noise.
So what I want to talk about is that right now we are broadcasting on YouTube. We are
Oh,
broadcasting
nice.
on Instagram, and we are also broadcasting on Facebook, although that graphic doesn't show that. Although that graphic doesn't show all that, we
hmm
and soon we will be broadcasting on. So we will soon be broadcasting on Roku and Fire TV. So I'm hoping once we start broadcasting on Roku and Fire TV that will really um, sort of bring everything into focus in terms of building our audience
hmm
and giving people more content. In addition to that, I have an announcement to make. So, yesterday, Jamel and I, we went and looked at a space that is perfect for the new home
Ooh,
for the Clint Initiative podcast. So, very soon, we will be in our own space and we will be able to do the show live and
awesome.
in person. And I'm really looking forward to that because last week we did the Flashback Thursday. And with the Flashback Thursday, it's just the energy when you're live and when you're actually interacting with each other is just different than when we're doing it remotely like we're doing it now.
That is so true.
So, so I'm really looking forward to when we actually do get the opportunity to go back into a studio, to be face to face, so that I can give you those looks that will quiet you down, Jamel. I mean, Clint.
And Jamel, please come on. He's missing you.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and throw the random questions out there. And these random questions, I like to start every podcast by asking random questions. And I want to welcome everyone who's watching. And if you have any questions or comments during the show, just go ahead and ask, and we'll put it up on the screen just like this. So all comments and all questions are very much welcome. But my random questions for today you get to choose from, Clint, is pet ownership, specifically snakes. Would you ever own a snake? And what would snake ownership be like? I knew Katie would appreciate that question. And then the other question is, there's some things in life where you look at them and you're like, wow, I used to appreciate that, but now that I'm really looking at it, why was I ever interested in that? You used to appreciate it, but now it's like, wow, I don't even know why I even watched that. So, which question would you like to take, Clint?
pet ownership sounds interesting to talk about.
So I'm going to let you take center stage and let's have a moment to talk about pet ownership. I
I would
already
just,
know what your favorite pet is.
I no, I love all animals. I'm like Doctor Doolittle here. Love all, but I respect them. Each one are different from each other. I respect them for that, and there are some of them that I am not gonna get involved with due to the fact that I don't live alone. You know, some people may want it, like, let's take for example like specific breeds of dogs. Due to the fact that where I live, I'm gonna have a dog that can socialize and interact with the people that I live with, so I won't get myself in trouble. That goes with certain types of animals, which we are going to be talking about, like you say snakes and reptiles, is it?
Yeah, snake. You know, I mean,
Are we just going to talk about snakes?
well, the reason why we're going to talk about snakes is because I was editing the video.
Mm.
Hey, we got Jamel. Welcome, Jamel. We'll go back and do your check-in in a minute, but I was editing the video from our show, and I noticed that the one where we were having technical difficulties and I dropped out, Katie had a little snake that she was
Oh,
petting that was on her neck. And it was just really interesting watching her and the interaction she had with that snake. So I just wanted to bring it up on the show so that we
okay.
could you know, so that we could discuss it as one of our random questions. But now that we've got Jamel, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna do the co-host check-in with Jamel. And Jamel, you can take center stage now, man. It's all about you. How are things going with Jamel?
What's going on, everyone? Everything is good. Sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. Uh, Always staying productive, keeping an optimistic mind, and just taking it day by day, hour by hour, second by second, one foot in front of the other.
Awesome, awesome. And now it's random question time, and I get a chance to go over the random questions again. And of course, our audience out there, if they want to, they can throw in any questions that they may have. And the random questions today is about pet ownership. And in addition to that, the other question is I used to appreciate white bread. You know, I used to really appreciate toasted white bread, especially. But now, not so much. What's something that you used to appreciate now? Not so much. I'm going to put you on center stage with that random question, Jamel.
What I used to appreciate, but not so much now. Well, I'll just give it this. Growing up, not really having little to nothing to eat, had to eat hot dogs, and you had to be creative with these hot dogs. But as you mature and you get to know what hot dogs are made of, it kind of goes right out the window, if you know what I mean.
I know exactly what you mean. For me, hot dogs are like mystery meat unless you get the ones that are beef. And even when you get the ones that are supposedly beef, when you look at the ingredients, yeah, beef is on. It made the list. Beef made the list.
Yep.
So for me, pet ownership. I used to own a dog, but for me, pet ownership is pretty much out of the window these days. I um I move around so much and living between the Philippines and America, I really couldn't see having a pet in either place. And you know, I really used to appreciate going to watch movies in the theater, but now I'm gonna go watch Deadpool and Wolverine for sure. But
For me,
it has,
me, for me, I want to say growing up all through my years, and I want to say up to about 10 years ago, I had pets where they're canines, Dobermans, Pits, Rottweilers, um, Pomeranians, Chihuahuas, iguanas, uh, ferret, rabbit, cat, snake. That was my baby. The snake was my baby, and lovebirds. So
So
yeah,
I guess we're gonna have to have a film where we talk about starting our own zoo, because that certainly is a cornucopia of pets.
right.
I would say menagerie, but I don't like that word. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go to our only sponsor.